Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Aries for the month of May 2022. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who's returning to this series, this monthly series. And to anyone who may be new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you as well. So these are the what we call monthly Angelscopes, which focuses on each zodiac sign for the month. And as we get into the reading, I'll just explain the format, which is, first of all, we have a card from the Archangel that you'll be working with in this month, or that energy. And also, then we'll have two cards, one from the Major Arcana and one from the Minor Arcana, which basically gives us the general theme or lessons or the bigger picture of what's going on for you in this month. And then the card on the right will highlight a message from your guardian angels from the Minor Arcana, and in terms of how you might be working with that larger energy in this month, and just some advice or guidance about how to work with that. So also, I've already posted the monthly angel reading, the general angel reading for the month of May. So I will post a link in the description area below so that you might find that if you haven't watched it already. And then finally, if you're looking for an angel reading with me, this is my 10th anniversary year on YouTube. So you can actually, I'm providing my first time promotional offer for the rest of this year as a thank you to all of my viewers and clients. And so there are other options there for you as well that might suit your needs in various ways. So just be aware of that. And I'd just like to ask you also, if at the end of the video, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and leave your comments, as all this helps with the algorithms for the channel, as well as make sure that you're still subscribed, as I'm gathering from some people who have recently said, "Oh, we found you again." So make sure that you're subscribed and that the all notification bell is checked, as there's imperfections in YouTube and might have perhaps been unchecked. Okay. So let's take a deep breath together now. And just center on your heart space. And know that at this very moment that your angels are surrounding you automatically whenever you engage in any reading with your angels. So just know that they come to you automatically. And what I was seeing right away was this, almost, it felt sort of isolation, a sense of isolation. And let me just clarify that for you. So I saw a tree all by itself on this property, like as if it was sort of a small little island. But a stream, a brook, was running diagonal across it, which was separating from the other land. It's not something very wide. It could be a creek or stream. But the sense was of feeling isolated, because you might be looking at things in a way from a perspective where you're feeling isolated, Whereas though what it felt like with that stream flowing by, that it was also helping you to be aware of how things are flowing with you, giving you, the water was almost giving you some kind of separation, so that you could really be, within the peace of your own mind and heart. So there's this sort of feeling of self-awareness and sort of contemplation, self-awareness, and it feels like you need to really work on your own awareness, really pay attention to your energy, pay attention to the things that you're trying to build, that you're trying to gather momentum for, to really go with the flow of what's going on around you within your own space. So there's something about finding clarity in your own space, and you might be feeling the need to create your own space. So you might, the isolation might be something that you've created or called or summoned so that you could really get into your own space, to your own self-awareness, and really build, focus on your ambitions, focus on your goals without the distraction of others or other things on your plate. And so it feels like it's a necessary piece. It almost feels like a preparation for something, like you're ready to strike. You have this energy, you feel it building, and that you're ready to strike at any moment. But first you gotta get like everything right with yourself. You gotta center and be really grounded in who you are, in order to do that. So if you feel the need to create boundaries, don't hesitate. Don't feel, guilty in any way about this, because it feels like something big is coming. Let's just take a look at the archangel that you're working with in this month, and it's Archangel Butail. So this archangel, sort of, as you can see here, he literally works with keeping the order of all the constellations and the planets. And so his etheric retreat is above our planet. And so there's a sense that you have this ability to really sort of work with different components in your life. Like you got all these different things kind of set into motion in your life at this time. And you need that space to balance them, to manage and supervise all these things. And the card says be interdependent, expand your horizons. So there is this awareness that you have that of how all the different parts of your life work together, and how there are people that are coming into your life, or will be coming into your life, that will play a role in helping you to facilitate your goals. So you're aware that that you're not an island, right? You know you're not an island, but you have to be focused on the pieces that are important in helping you to really build and expand your horizons. That's where your goals, that's where you're focused right now. And so you really want to really be tuned into yourself. You want to have enough space to have clarity and to be able to focus on these moving pieces and these parts that are coming into your life, that will interplay and interface with the opportunities and goals that you have for yourself. So it's a time to really build. Let's take a look at the theme for the month from the Major Arcana. All right, and this is the wise counselor. This is traditionally the Hierophant. So here, the card keywords are belonging, learning, and traditions. And this wise counselor is someone who knows how to, first of all, knows their own mind. They know what they strongly believe in. They are not restricted by those beliefs, right? So you can have your beliefs, but you don't want to be restricted by them. You are open to different points of view as you sort of filter that through your own personal beliefs and convictions and what you're passionate about. So you use this information, you use the the variety to help to choose from and help you to direct it or hone something specifically that you're trying to create, but you don't allow it to hold you back. You're not rigid, right? So that you don't allow your own personal beliefs and ideas to limit you either. So you are open to other possibilities here. All right, so let's take a look at the card from the Minor Arcana, and this is the Six of Earth. So there's a lot of about sharing, right? Almost this huge part I feel like is going to be important for you is working in exchange, working with others in a way that will not only benefit you and what your goals are, but something that you can give back as well to benefit them on their journey, right? And so you're aware that the people that might be coming into your life are coming to help you to fulfill what you're working on, but you also want to give something back. You want to give a little piece of yourself. So you want to make sure that what you are going to be able to receive, that you can also, that is worth the investment, meaning that both of you will get something out of it and it will be fulfilling for all. And that what you exchange will also help serve these various parts that you have moving right now. So the way that you're going to work with your own, your own traditions and your own ambitions is to look where you can exchange. Maybe this is an idea of, in terms of resources, that you maybe barter resources, or that you look at other people's skills and their traditions and their knowledge and see how you can work together or parlay in a way that will bring about some kind of fair and balanced exchange. So, again, key is to think of yourself as totally isolated, as if cut off, as if limited in any way. And if there's something you feel that you're lacking, then this is an opportunity to look at ways where you feel you have a weakness, you can shore up somebody else's weakness with your strength, and vice versa. Okay? And I feel like there's just one more thing about this piece of this balance here, of all these moving pieces, and in terms of tradition, that is really important. So I would ask you to really think about that. And I want to go back to that initial vision of going with the flow. Like that stream that's running by, that's also giving you boundaries and it's creating space, but it's also giving a sense of direction. It's also about just going with the flow and letting things integrate. The water energy is just mutable, so things can easily mix. It may not be so much about thinking about compromise, but just thinking about how things can work together, right? And trusting that things can work together. Like it's like if you throw something, you may come across somebody who has this and you have this, and you put it together, but you're not quite sure exactly how it's going to flow together. So you got to have some faith in what you're in the connection that you perceive. You got to trust that exchange, right? And which is also important. So you got to sort of free up your mind a little bit, free up your own expectations in order for for the exchange to actually work. Because if you try to manipulate it, then you might limit just how much you're able to perceive in terms of the opportunities once you put your resources together. Okay, so I'll leave it there. And I wish you a blessed month of May and many angel blessings, and God bless you.